Welcome. In this video, Xcn coin is in an uptrend. We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and please watch to the end to understand. When we carefully examine the chart, we can see that the price movements have been progressing within a descending channel formation for a certain period. These types of channels are extremely important structures in technical analysis, as they provide investors with significant clues about price direction, momentum, and potential breakouts. In the current situation, the price is steadily and decisively moving toward the upper boundary of this descending channel. This development signals a very important structure that investors should monitor closely. If the price manages to break through such resistance lines with increasing volume, it often triggers a much stronger and more sustained upward move due to the pressure that is built up throughout the channel. Descending channels occur during downtrends, where the price moves downward with lower highs and lower lows at a certain angle. Although this structure may initially appear negative in many cases, such formations serve not as continuation patterns, but rather as reversal patterns. Therefore, the moments when the price touches the upper boundary of the channel are often the most critical timeframes where the trend might end or change direction. Currently, the price approaching this resistance level could indicate the beginning of a very positive technical scenario. Investors typically watch closely when the price approaches the upper limit of a descending channel, as these levels are key technical thresholds where the price must prove itself. If the price manages to break this upper boundary with a strong candlestick and the breakout is supported by volume, it usually lays the groundwork for the start of a new upward trend. A break above a descending channel is not just a short-term price increase, it is also seen as a technical signal that the trend could reverse even on higher time frames. Looking at current price action, although the price remains within the descending channel, it has been showing upward reactions from the lower boundaries, and it is clearly observed that stronger buying activity has emerged with each new low. This indicates a buildup of strength within the channel and suggests that investors may be expecting an upward breakout. Especially as the price approaches the upper boundary, it could be nearing a potential breakout point. For investors, such moments present strategically critical opportunities to take positions. As we frequently observe in technical analysis, if the price manages to break above the upper boundary of a descending channel, this is not only a resistance breakout, it also signals a shift in market psychology. In such breakouts, panic selling tends to decrease, buying volume increases, and investor confidence is reestablished. As a result, the price not only moves outside the channel, but also often begins to target previous highs, initiating a new upward wave. Additionally, the price's determination as it approaches the upper channel boundary reflects increasing bullish expectations in the market and indicates that buyers are gaining more strength. These types of moves are often interpreted by investors as momentum gains. Typically, hesitation is expected when the price nears a resistance point. However, if the price reaches that level strongly and without hesitation, it shows that buyers are clearly taking control of the market. In the current case, the price's approach to the upper limit of the channel highlights this positive momentum. After breaking through the upper boundary of a channel, the market often exhibits a technical behavior known as a post-breakout retest. That is, the price first breaks the resistance level, then comes back to test it as support, and finally continues its upward movement. But of course, we can't make a decision based solely on the channel structure. So let's take a look at other metrics as well. Stay tuned. When we examine the chart in detail, we can clearly observe that the price movements are quite notable and provide technically strong signals. Especially when looking at recent price behavior, it is possible to say that a rather promising and optimistic outlook has emerged for investors. This is because the price previously formed a higher low pattern, which was one of the first strong signals indicating increasing interest from buyers in the market. Such formations typically suggest that the market is moving away from a downtrend and is searching for a new direction. The fact that the price first formed a higher low shows that sellers are starting to lose strength and buyers are stepping in at lower levels with the determination to push the price higher. This is a very important sign that overall market sentiment is shifting in a positive direction, as the price rejects lower levels and buying orders increase along with concentrated demand. It clearly demonstrates that confidence is being reestablished in the market and that declines are no longer likely to be sustained. The price movement following this low has signaled a significant transformation from a technical analysis perspective. The price movement following the higher low formation has further strengthened this optimistic outlook. The price not only formed a higher low, but also surpassed the previous peak, creating a new higher high formation. Observing these two patterns together is one of the strongest combinations in classical technical analysis that indicates the beginning of an uptrend. The market is now forming a structure with both higher lows and higher highs, clearly signaling a trend reversal from a technical standpoint. A higher high formation not only reflects an increase in price, but also indicates that market momentum is now favoring the buyers. This kind of price behavior shows that investors are viewing the future more positively and have a strong expectation that the price will reach higher levels. The fact that this higher high occurred with significant volume is especially important in technical analysis. Volume is one of the most critical indicators used to measure the confidence and participation behind a price move. Therefore, a higher high accompanied by strong volume is not just a pattern, but also a powerful buy signal. At this point, one important detail should not be forgotten. In technical analysis, trends are visual representations of investor psychology and collective market behavior. So when the price starts forming both higher lows and higher highs, it means market participants have abandoned their bearish expectations and that a bullish consensus has formed. This is not just a short-term rise. It can also mark the beginning of a more sustainable and steady price movement in the medium to long term. The fact that the price is showing these kinds of rising structures also indicates that the market now has a greater appetite for risk. In other words, investors are avoiding lower levels, jumping in when they see opportunity, and this initiates a chain reaction of upward momentum in the market. This typically occurs during times when new investors are entering the market, confidence is increasing, and positive news flows are being priced in. Therefore, this structure of higher highs and higher lows represents not only a technical rise, but also a psychological one. Moreover, these kinds of rising formations offer highly valuable opportunities for investors who use trend-following strategies in technical analysis. Once the direction of the trend is identified, trades made in that direction usually carry lower risk and higher probability. The current structure being observed presents a scenario that fits these strategies exactly. The price has not dropped below the previous low. Instead, it has formed a higher support level, and then broken through a resistance level to create a new high. The MACD indicator is one of the most frequently used tools in technical analysis, and a very valuable tool that helps traders understand momentum reversals and trend starts in the market. When we analyze the current price movements through the MACD indicator, we can clearly say that we are facing quite remarkable and positive signals. This is because the distance between the MACD line and the signal line has gradually decreased, and the two lines are on the verge of converging and crossing each other in an upward direction. Such patterns indicate that a change in the general direction of the market is about to take place. Sellers are weakening and buyers are preparing to regain control. In technical analysis, this is called a bullish crossover, or positive crossover, as observed by the MACD indicator. These crossovers give traders strong buy signals, especially when they occur during periods when the price is holding support levels, when bearish momentum is waning, or when a rebound is underway after a sideways market. Currently, the MACD line is approaching the signal line from below and is about to make an upward crossover. This has been a harbinger of strong rallies many times in the past. Therefore, in technical terms, it means that a structure that is extremely positive and supports positive expectations for the future has begun to form. MACD intersections are important. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.